So the fallout for Money in the Bank is about to begin with Raw, and I have absolutely no interest in what they're going to do. I don't like any of the directions they're going in. I have almost like no interest in watching Raw anymore, so I really don't want to watch. You have Kurt Angle come out and Alexa Bliss comes out and they have there's a table and they have the Raw Women's Championship in a briefcase. So it's like I know how much they love Alexa Bliss, but I think every single human being should wish they can find a significant other and to love the same way that WWE loves Alexa Bliss. This is insanity. This is like Roman Reigns. She's Alexa Reigns. They fucking adore this fucking girl. Who's she fucking? She's fucking Michael Hayes. She has to be fucking Michael Hayes. That's the only way. I can't imagine her with Vince or Hunter or anyone like that. It has to be Michael Hayes to getting this kind of push. It's like, this is fucking embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing how much they're pushing this fucking 4'10" blonde cheerleader from Ohio, and they're making her like she's this dominant champion and she's can take anyone. She's this fucking girl who any of these girls would be able to beat the shit out of. She's fucking 4'10". She's just this cheerleader, and they're fucking making her like she's this fucking Hulk Hogan. They push her like she's Hulk Hogan. She's had the belt for more. She's been on the main roster for 2 years. She's had the belt, I think, I don't know the stat, but like the majority of the months, like maybe she's been on the main roster 23 months, something like that, maybe 23 months. I think she's had that like something like 18 out of the 23 months. It's fucking embarrassing. Like it's too much. She's good on the mic. It's just like no, this does not justify. They're just getting there. She's there because of her fine ass. She has the best ass in the company without question. And she's really hot. She's really attractive. She has new fake titties, and she's good on the mic. It's just that's like her in ring. It doesn't warrant this. She's not. They push her like she's Hulk Hogan. And I didn't like how they're doing this with having her just be so bossy. And what happens is Ronda Rousey comes out and she wants to beat the shit out of her, and Angle has to hold her down. Then Ronda flips out. She goes after Alexa. And what Alexis said, I hate how this child sized woman, Alexa Bliss, is like not intimidated at all by Ronda Rousey. It's such a joke. And like they're actually, what they're gonna do at SummerSlam? They're gonna actually make Alexa Bliss dominate like 60% of the match or 70% of the match at SummerSlam, and then they're gonna have Ronda get an armbar and Michael Cole's gonna make how great of a champion Alexa Bliss is. It's fucking such a joke. The fact that Ronda is like she's not intimidated at all by Ronda. I mean, Ronda Rousey, after Holly Holm knocked her out, she'd still be able to beat Alexa Bliss while she's knocked out. Bliss goes near Rousey, gets an armbar. So I'm so annoyed with it sounds like I hate Bliss. I don't hate her, just I'm annoyed. But I know Ronda beats the shit out of Alexa, powerbombs her through the table, kills her, beats up Kurt, and Kurt suspends her for 30 days. But they announced Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax for Extreme Rules, so I don't want to watch Raw anymore. The way they book Alexa and Nia, they book them so far above everyone, and the way Carmella's being booked, and like to see Asuka and Becky and Bayley and all these top girls who are really good just get completely buried. And Ember Moon has nothing now. She's completely lost in the shuffle, and she's only been on the main roster 2 months. It's all for this fucking chick she's their fucking queen. Unbelievable. I'm so fucking sick of it. So yeah, Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler. I know what happens. Dolph Ziggler wins the title. They beat them both. They beat down Rollins. I guess maybe they're setting up Ambrose to come and help Rollins. I hope. I mean, that's fine to have them back, but Ziggler's a new champ. I think, I'm going to say this. This is going to be unpopular. A lot of people are going to disagree. I think this is a Vince McMahon sending a message to Chris Jericho. I think he's pissed off. Jericho's in New Japan. He's the New Japan Intercontinental Champion. He's won the title so many times. I think they're going to give it to Ziggler just to stick it to Jericho. It's like, fuck you, Jericho. Ziggler's going to break her record wherever you have it. I think that's what this was. That I might be completely wrong on that. You guys can disagree with me. That's what I think happened. I think Vince is pissed off at Jericho. Had Bobby Roode beat Kurt Hawkins, so there's nothing to say there. So Braun Strowman makes his way to the ring, and he talks about how he's broken ladders. And I guess what they're doing here is like they're making this huge gauntlet match or something, or whatever, this multi-man match at Extreme Rules, which I won't be watching, thankfully, which will be the main event while AJ Styles is probably in the middle of the card. That's what they're doing for Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, so it's not Strowman in the match. It's going to be Reigns. I think Reigns isn't going to beat Lesnar, and they might have Strowman cash in. It's just... if they're doing Reigns and Lesnar, I don't want to watch. It's like, I'm almost just done. I hate the way the direction. I hate who they're pushing right now, and all the stuff on SmackDown's terrible. It's like, I don't want to watch anything what this company does anymore. It's like I've had it up, and they've had the stuff with Owens and Strowman. I just have no desire to see it. They show Ruby Riott backstage, Bailey backstage with Sasha Banks. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. I'm so annoyed with this product right now. I have like almost no interest in anything they're doing. They had Bailey and Sasha hug. I have nothing to say. I hate that. It's Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt came out to the ring. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas and Bo Dallas did a good job of making fun of Bray Wyatt because he looks exactly like him. I wish Bray would turn on Matt Hardy and then they'd have Bray and Bo as a tag team. I think that could be good. I think that would actually work. I'd like to see Bray and Bo as a tag team. I hope they go in that direction, actually. I don't need to see Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. They're boring as hell. This was a non-title match. You had Hardy and Wyatt retain. So Kurt Angle's in his office, and Corbin is giving him shit for all the whole stuff, the way it was handled with Ronda. And the segment's terrible. Corbin's just terrible in this role as he is in everything. Jinder Mahal destroys Chad Gable in the squash match. So when they were doing that, I was thinking to myself, so you know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen for sure. Jason Jordan's going to come out. He's supposed to return, but no, it can be. Chad Gable. Chad Gable's someone I wish would ask for his release. I think there's a market for him on the indies. I think he can do good. I think he'd be great in all the all-in stuff, or maybe he can go to New Japan. I wish he'd ask for his release. That's one guy I wish would. There's a lot of guys and a lot of girls, so I wish would ask for a release. Becky Lynch is one. I really wish Asuka and Shinsuke Nakamura should go back to New Japan. It'd be awesome to see him back in New Japan, to be honest. I think he probably misses it right now. There's just so many guys. It's like the way they're handling everyone on the main roster. I just wish I wish they never get called up from NXT, or they just like go somewhere else and go the Cody Rhodes route. I think they should gamble on themselves. And there's a lot of them. And Bayley and Sasha, who are here too, but they're I wish they would ask for their release. At least Bayley. They probably won't release Sasha, but I kind of wish, because if they're just going to push Alexa Bliss, I think the reason they're so stale is because they've pushed Bliss to the moon, have her gone over them a million times. They sacrificed same thing with on SmackDown for Carmella. They love these hot blonde girls who they want to push with the Botox and the fake titties. That's who they want to push. No one else. That's what Vince is. It's always the hot blonde. It's I hate that they're wasting so many talented wrestlers, and I kind of wish they just asked for the release. There's so many wrestlers I wish they wouldn't leave this company. I've been watching Bayley and Sasha lose to Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan. I have nothing else to say about this rivalry. It's the worst rivalry of all time. They shoved each other. They had Bayley attacked Sasha, and they fought backstage. They did that same thing 3 months ago, and it was actually kind of good. It looked like they might have a match at WrestleMania, but then they have to get Alexa and Nia are way more important. So fuck Bayley and Sasha. That's what they thought. Got to get Bliss on the main show. Kurt Angle's backstage. Saka's gonna make everything under control. Roman Reigns comes out and the crowd's booing the hell out of him. I'm gonna completely skip this. I don't give a fuck about Roman Reigns. I can't even watch the guy. He had the Revival lose to Lashley and Reigns. I don't give a fuck. Revival, someone I wish they'd asked for their release too. So much talent being wasted. I wish there was more of a market for guys in the indies. I wish WCW was still around. Man, it would make everything good again. And instead of WWE, you just can push whoever the fuck they want. The fans have a huge say in who gets pushed. Instead, WWE wants to give us all these fucking cosmetically appealing wrestlers, all these fucking blonde girls who can't fucking wrestle like Carmella. And I don't know. I'm annoyed by that pay-per-view, the way they booked it. I'm pissed off Asuka lost to Carmella. And it had Noe Jose and Mojo Rawley, so who would the fuck would watch that? I swear it had the Sasha Banks and Bayley thing, Sasha leaving the arena. Oh, it's fucking embarrassing how bad that is. I wish they'd get rid of both of them. I wish they'd both go back to NXT, and they both want to. I know, I've seen Sasha tweet. They both probably want to go back to NXT. The way they're being used on the main roster is terrible. This fucking writing staff deserves to be fired, so. Renee asked, Renee Young's interviewing Seth Rollins. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Seth. I think it's just done to Vince McMahon wants to give the bird to Chris Jericho. That's what I think this is. Anyway, main event: Balor and Truman against Owens and Corbin. Who the fuck wants to watch that? Nobody. Let Corbin get the victory, so Baron Corbin being pushed now. Another reason not to watch Raw.